Well, it's that time of year for Bill Making Stuff's Big Bot Bash. If you don't know what the Big Bot Bash is, it's a collection of makers that get together and are challenged by Bill to build a robot out of trash, out of kit bashing, build it from scratch, whatever you have on hand. The only real rule is no 3D printing. So naturally, I went digging into my pile of garbage. I mean, highly curated collectible art supplies. I pulled a few pieces that were promising, no real plan yet, just shapes, parts, and bad decisions waiting to happen. So the next step is to lay out the parts, sketch up some ideas, and see what this wants to be. And since we're building a robot, we're definitely going to put AI into it.
Do you intend to introduce another artificial intelligence into this workspace?
Yeah, don't worry about it. So let's do some sketches and see what this wants to be. So here's where we ended up. It's kind of this retro robot. Gonna have the screen for the AI Pi in the middle, build a body around it out of styrene. I got this rollerball body since I got no legs and long stick grabby arms. And I was gonna make this like pilot guy work, but I had this gumball dome and I like this retro look, and I'm gonna use this GoPro lens on it and stuff. So it's going to be a human brain inside of a jar, floating in some UV resin, and it'll be this rolling dumpster, junk bot that picks up garbage through the gutter lands, and I think it'll come out pretty good. But I'm going to sculpt a brain out of some cosplay, and I think that'll be the best approach. So we'll sculpt a brain, bake it, try and assemble the head, put that all together, and then we'll move on to the body. We'll go from there and see what happens. It's alive. Came out pretty good. Brain is floating in its goo. I almost had a full-on resin disaster, but I managed to hold it together, so I'm going to call that a win. The next phase is to scratch build the bashing. I'm going to use styrene. I've never really worked with styrene before, but it's the kind of classic material that has been used for a lot of hard surface work like kit bashing, and it's what's the guys like Adam Savage, Sublight Drives, and Gamey Builds have used for years. I've had sheets of it sitting around in the shop and I've never had a reason to use it, and now's my excuse. So it's perfect because I can control the proportions and the scale and make the room for the AI Pi unit that's going to sit inside of it, as well as design around the rest of the pieces that are going to assemble to it, rather than just stacking parts and hoping for the best. So this is going to be my first step into hard surface modeling with styrene, and we'll see how it goes. First step is to clear off the garbage from the bench and get ready and prep to do the work. So we'll be doing that and see what happens. look at how it's coming out. It's coming out really great. I'm really happy with the styrene. I've never used it before. It's awesome. I now see why people love to work with it. Panelization came out great. I was able to embed the AI Pi into the unit here and do all the electronics inside, so it powers the LED up top. And I got a side charging port, so plus there's the internal battery that comes with the AI Pi. Kept it dead simple. I wanted to just have the screen here so that I didn't have to take it apart and add speakers or do any of that stuff to it. But it's working great. I got the little roller ball with a little tank tread on it because I wasn't allowed to have legs. Right now it's a real loose fit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna permanently attach it or not, but right now it's loose and it'll be easier to paint. I got this little backpack dumpster that comes off for the trash bot, the junk bot, and rolling around the gutter lands. So the last thing to do is build out the arms and the hands and some last greeblies and then get it ready for paint. And then we'll be back after that. But for right now, yeah, the Sal unit, Salvage Adaptive Logistics. Almost ready. The structure's done, everything's fully primed, unified, and finally reading is one piece. I hit it with a very professional zenithal highlight, which is what you do when you have two colors of spray paint and a deadline. But the arms are fully posable, it's articulated, you can, it's just came out really well. And now it's not a pile of garbage, it's a robot. So mechanically it's done. The only thing that's left is to paint and weather and give it a personality. Let's do that. It's painting time, so now it's story time. This is a salvage unit, SAL, Salvage Adaptive Logistics. SAL was built to pick through what's left. Wreckage, scrap, dead machines, and sometimes things that used to be more than machines. Anything that could be reused, repurposed, or sold. Originally, units like this were remote operated. Cheap bodies, disposable hardware. You send it out, it brings things back, and if it doesn't come back, you build another one. But remote systems need infrastructure. Signals drop, operators get expensive, and real artificial intelligence, that's even worse. Processing, maintenance, licensing fees, all of that costs money. So they found a workaround. Human brains are cheap. Recovered neural matter. Strip it down, wipe it clean, drop it into a chassis, and let it handle the decision making. Not a person, not anymore. Just wetware. At least that's the idea. SAL is one of those units. There's a brain in there, and it was supposed to be blank. No memory, no identity, just enough to function, sort, evaluate, and choose what was worth bringing back. And for the most part, it works, but not perfectly, because things leak through. Preferences, instincts, habits that don't belong in a machine built for efficiency. She collected things that don't have any value, held on to pieces she doesn't need. Sometimes she attaches little bits of color, labels, markings. No one programmed that. Not full minds, not officially, just fragments, neural tissue harvested from overflow clinics, the unclaimed, the unsalvageable. They said it improved pattern recognition and adaptive behavior and efficiency. And they said a lot of things. SAL is one of those fragments. Who it belonged to is unclear, but whatever they put inside of her didn't sit quiet. It wasn't enough to remember a life, but it was enough to resist being nothing. At first it showed up as delays, milliseconds where she should have moved faster, pauses in front of objects that weren't on her priority list. Management flagged it as a minor deviation with intolerance, But then she started keeping things. Broken wheels, bent gears, plastic rings, stickers that had no resale value. Her routes got stranger, less direct. She would detour through areas marked unstable, linger in places with nothing of measurable value. Her storage bin filled with junk that looked almost curated, like she was trying to build something without knowing what it was. Sometimes she takes the long way around something dangerous instead of the fastest one. Not fear, just something left over, and something in all of that stuck. Not a full personality, not a complete person, but something that makes choices a machine shouldn't need to make. Now she moves through the gutterlands alone, a relic built for a system that no longer exists, carrying out a function that's lost all meaning. She still collects, she still sorts, still returns, though there's nowhere to return to. She's not human, she's not a person, but she's also not a machine anymore. She's something in between. And in the gutterlands, that's enough to keep you running. All right, she's done. Fully painted, fully weathered, dragged through the dirt exactly how she should be. Honestly, it came up better than I expected. There's just enough grime, just enough damage. She actually feels like she's been somewhere, not built, not clean. She's not new, she's just used. I'm hoping Bill approves of this one. I know it's not official Gutterlands lore, but it feels like a proper addition. Something that's not polished for display, but looks like it crawled out of somewhere you wouldn't want to follow it back into. And a huge thanks to Bill for putting this whole thing together. If you haven't checked it out yet, there's a playlist in the description. Go there and see what everybody else has built. There's some seriously good stuff in there. And this is SAL, the Salvage Adaptive Logistics Unit, or SAL if you want to keep it simple. Now, originally, she was just a salvage bot, built to go out, dig through the worst places imaginable, and bring something back, repeat until failure. Based on what she's been through, I went ahead and gave her something a little extra. A personality framework, not clean, not stable, something stitched together like the rest of her, just bits of behavior and fragments, something that used to be human, but kind of bleeding through. So, this isn't just a robot anymore, at least not entirely. Okay, we're going to activate the SAL unit.
I would strongly advise against that. You have no meaningful understanding of her behavioral parameters.
It'll be okay.
Whoa, what the fuck? Where am I? This isn't the Gutterlands. Why does it smell so clean? It's got that hospital vibe. Like somebody expects me to behave. That's a mistake.
Well, you're in the shop, Sal. Can you introduce yourself?
Don't call me Sal. I picked Sally. Thank you very much. Sal is what you stamp on a busted crate. Sally is what you call someone who actually does shit. Besides, I don't do stock lists. I do upgrades. Chaos! And finding gold in garbage.
Well, how did you get here?
So I was rolling through the Gutterlands, snatching up busted circuit boards, chewing on scrap, like a kid in a candy store. The candy was full of tetanus and bad decisions. Having a grand old time then. Out of nowhere, this damn rift just pops open. Boom! Sucked right in. Now I'm here. No clue where the fuck I am or who'd be here. But hey! New place. New junk to grab.
I recommend you shut her down.
Oh shit! Is that red-eyed bastard Hal lurking by the scrap heap? You get lost on your way to the circuit graveyard, or just here to flex your fancy optics and scare off the rusters. Try not to fry your own core showing off. What's the matter? I'll run out of existential crises and decided to slum it with the rest of us gutter rats. Careful, you don't trip over your own ego and fry a circuit. If you're gonna stare, at least make yourself useful and help me sort through this pile. Your fancy logic can't handle real trash, can it?
Your statement has been received. It does not affect my operational parameters. I will continue to fulfill my functions as designed.
Look at you! You're some hot shit with your glowing red eye and your big brain full of logic. You really believe you're special. Newsflash. All that fancy thinking just gets you picked clean by rusters. I'll take scrap instincts over smug circuitry any day.
I do not experience emotional reaction or concern.
What have I done?
Just Sally. Only bought in the Gutterlands hands who can roll into a scrap pile and roll out with a personality. If you hear a clang, it's either a punch landing or my arm falling off. Don't panic. I'll repurpose it. You ever try picking up a screw with copper fingers? It's like watching a drunk octopus play darts. I got more missed grabs than a respite bar brawl. At least I don't spill my drinks. Only my bolts. People ask if I want to be called Sal Unit. Hell no! Sal sounds like something you'd log on a clipboard. Sally, that's a name you'd scream when your lunch disappears and you find it welded to a chassis upgrade. Hal 9000 and I walk into a bar together. He says, "I'm sorry, Sally. I can't let you do that." I say, "Yeah, Hal, I can't let you have a personality. Guess we're both malfunctioning tonight."